ha ha ha. It is I, come to honor our duel as you said in your letter. 3 p.m. sharp at the coffee shop off the corner. Our battle shall be legendary. Oh, wait. This is actually a cafe. These are actually just civilians. Oh, I rather thought that you'd, have some sort of ambush waiting for me. Well, this is mildly mortifying. Yes. Do you think it's too late to drive this knife through my heart and rid myself of the humiliation? Oh, you want to discuss this over coffee? I'm afraid I don't have any money on me at the moment. I didn't expect to need my wallet for an ambush. No. I couldn't possibly let you... I mean, do you seek to humiliate me by paying for my drink, hero? No, that was not my stomach growling. I don't know what you mean. Of course, I had breakfast. I am a very well-adjusted and functioning adult person. Villain. Very well. Let's see. A hot vanilla latte with extra syrup. Please. Sit down? Here? After the spectacle we just made? I refuse. Fine then. So, great hero. I must admit, this is a nice place you've chosen. Very quaint, all things considered. I love the decor. So avant-garde. Really a wonderfully cinematic setting for our fated duel. You're not going to fight me? So you insist on underestimating me? Me, your arch nemesis? Your arrogance will be your downfall, hero. Allow me to show you what a real villain's made of. What? You already have an arch nemesis? But... That is to say, whoever that arch nemesis is, I'm sure I'm a much better foil to your heroic antics. Why, just this morning I robbed a bank. What? I did not put the money back afterwards. Oh. You have witness accounts from the bank? Well, you should know I also stole candy from a baby. I definitely did not give it back afterwards. What? I could have sworn there was no surveillance cameras. Anyway. Lies. Slander. Trying to tarnish my villainous name. I see. It's to ruin my reputation within the guild of ne'er-do-wells, perhaps. I admit, hero, I didn't know you had it in you. Okay, how the hell would you know I'm not registered with the guild? Do you have any proof for that statement? Well, clearly your inside source is lying. I am a bona fide supervillain. Not some sort of scam. In fact, hero, I think it's quite impolite of you to treat my invitation of hostility in this manner. Luring me all the way to this cafe only to oh so thoroughly disrespect me? I mean, it's not proper etiquette. Yes, I will take a muffin. Thank you. Excuse you? I am very much dedicated to my villainy. It's not a career, it's a lifestyle. A philosophy. This isn't working, is it? Alright. Yes. Don't look at me that way. Please? This is humiliating enough without that look you're giving me. You're right. Yes, it was a farce. Every last bit of it. Although I do wish I'd really robbed that bank. At least then I could fend my inevitable emigration to another continent where I can change my name and hope to recover from this abject disgrace. France would be nice, don't you think? Maybe Paris? I've heard it smells awful. Certainly seems suitable for the scene of my downfall. Oh, yeah, I'm rambling again. It seems to be a bad habit of mine. What was it you wanted to ask? I suppose I do owe you some sort of explanation. No doubt, you're wondering at my choice in aesthetics, or perhaps the dramatics were a bit much. So, what were you saying? Why did I do all of this in the first place? Excuse me? That's what you want to know? Isn't it obvious? It's not? How on earth? Ugh. How can you not know? Of course, I did it because of you. No, you did not drive me to villainy. Or, well, actually, in a manner of speaking, no, wait. I'm getting all mixed up again. Look, to put it plainly, you're the reason why I decided to go and make a fool of myself. And I should think the reason is plenty obvious. It's because you're perfect. You saved my life one time a year ago, and I never forgot. You're courageous and kind and powerful and beautiful. And a hero. The hero, in fact. Nobody in the city compares to you at all. Not even in the slightest. Oh, you still don't see what this has to do with my charade? Do I really have to spell it out for you, dear hero? You are perfect. I don't even want to be half as wonderful as you are. Just standing in your general vicinity, basking in your glow, having you say my name once. That's all it would take for me in order for me to die happy. But you are a hero, and I am just an average citizen with an average desk job and an average life. I majored in theater in college and tried to go into acting, but failed. Which is essentially the most and only romantic thing about me. I have rent to pay. People like me are mere blips on the radar of your life. So I had to think of some way so that you could see me. Yes. Yes, masquerading as a villain was the solution. Look, I know it may seem like overkill, but it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Who else is always at the center of a hero's attention? Who occupies the hero's every waking hour? It's never the love interest, never the sidekick. It's the villain. And hero, I happen to be exceedingly greedy. I'll confess, I didn't want you to just see me. I wanted you to see only me. Do you understand now? I had it all planned out. I'd establish myself as your new arch nemesis, and then I'd be on your mind all day, every day, so you'd be as crazy about me as I am about you. But, of course, the ship has sailed. Perhaps if I'd been a better actor. Well, yes. I know there's some holes in my scheme, but you have to admit, it was a good place to start. And it's not as if it matters now. As Shakespeare once said, the fault is not in the stars, but in ourselves. I've no one to blame but my own lack of foresight. Oh, if only I could have gotten one kiss. One impassioned moment of enemies, lovers on the battlefield. Oh, did you just... Oh, well, that wasn't quite the impassioned star-crossed love-hate affair I'd have been imagining, but... No, wait! I did. I liked it. This is an entirely unexpected turn of events. How could you... I never thought... That is... Don't you find me horribly boring? What do you mean you couldn't find me boring if you tried? I assure you, I am entirely plain and unassuming without the whole villain persona to boost me up. Are you sure you want to do this, hero? I just spent a good deal of time explaining to you in painstaking detail why you would never spare me a glance if you knew the real me. Are you really sure? I still think I'd fare better as your arch nemesis. Didn't I already tell you? Love interests tend to get the short end of the stick. Although, this really isn't so bad either. Oh, hero. I think I know why love interests tend to be so stupid. Against all odds, you really are just too much for me. If I've somehow managed to charm you in spite of this mess, I still think you might be lying. But I can't bring myself to say no. Well, this warrants some discussion. And maybe some close examination. Would you like to start by getting out of here? No, I didn't mean it in that way. It's just that we're still in public. The entire cafe is staring at us. Yes. Thank you. Would you mind going back to my place? Wonderful. If push comes to shove, if you really do want this, perhaps I'll just have to be the first ever love interest to take the center stage in a hero story. I refuse to play second fiddle to anybody. Speaking of which, earlier, didn't you mention an arch nemesis? We'll have to do something about that.